Be me, 29 years old, working as a head barista at a place called The Daily Grind. Sounds cliché because it is. Have a degree in English literature, gathering dust in a drawer somewhere. Spend my days making elaborate latte art for people who don't look up from their phones. Pay is mediocre, tips are okay, rent is high. Tell myself I'm observing the human condition. For the novel I haven't started writing yet. Truth is I'm just coasting, comfortable in the routine of grinding beans and steaming milk. Enter Clara. She starts coming in about 4 months ago. 7:45 a.m. sharp, every single weekday. Doesn't look like the usual crowd of sleep-deprived students or tech bros in Patagonia vests. She wears sharp blazers, tailored pants, hair always in a perfect bun. Looks like she runs a small country before lunch. Orders a double-shot espresso, black. No sugar, no milk, no nonsense. Sits at the corner table for exactly 15 minutes. Drinks her coffee while reading physical newspapers. Actual paper, not an iPad. Intimidating as hell but weirdly fascinating. Start making sure I'm the one on the espresso machine at 7:40 a.m. Start dialing in her shots with obsessive precision. Want it to be the best coffee she has ever tasted. One Tuesday, place is empty because of a torrential downpour. She comes in shaking off a trench coat, looking annoyed. Make her usual without her asking. Bring it to her table instead of shouting her name at the counter. She looks up surprised. Eyes are a startling shade of gray. Say, figured you needed this faster today. She smiles, actually smiles, and the whole room feels brighter. Says, you have no idea, thank you. Glances at my name tag, Mark. We start chatting for a few minutes since no one is in line. Find out she works in crisis management for a PR firm down the street. Literally fixes disasters for a living. I make a joke about how I fix disasters too, mostly when the decaf runs out. She laughs, a genuine deep laugh. Chemistry is instant and terrifying. Fast forward 2 weeks. Ask her out. She says yes without hesitating. First date is at a wine bar she picks. Place is expensive, dimly lit, jazz playing. Feels slightly out of place in my flannel and jeans, even though they're the nice ones. She treats the waiter with respect, knows the wine list. We talk for 4 hours straight. Talk about books, philosophy, the absurdity of city life. She listens to me like I'm the most interesting person in the world. Tells me she likes that I'm grounded. Says her world is full of fake people and chaos. Says coming to the coffee shop is the only quiet moment of her day. Start dating seriously. 3 months pass in a blur. Stay over at her place often. Her apartment is immaculate, high-rise view of the skyline. My apartment is a shared walk-up with a guy named Dave who plays bass at 2 a.m. Start feeling the gap between us. She wakes up at 5 a.m. to work out, answer emails, conquer the world. I wake up at 8, roll out of bed, go make coffee. She buys me nice shirts just because. Insists on paying for dinner most of the time because I make more, it's just math. Don't make it weird. I try not to make it weird, but the little voice in my head starts whispering. One night we are cooking dinner at her place, drinking a bottle of wine that costs more than my weekly groceries. Mood is heavy, romantic. She puts down her glass and looks at me intensely. Says, Mark, I want to ask you something serious. Stomach drops. Think she's going to dump me. Say, okay, shoot. She asks, what is your plan, like for the next 5 years? Blink. Was not expecting a job interview question. Shrug and say, I don't know, keep working at the shop. Maybe get promoted to manager eventually. Write my book. She doesn't look impressed. Asks, how many pages have you written in the last year? Feel face get hot. Answer honestly, maybe 10. She nods looking thoughtful. Says, okay, and the manager position, is that what you want, to run a coffee shop? Get defensive immediately. Ask her what's wrong with running a coffee shop. Say it's honest work. People need coffee, I'm good at it. She says, there is nothing wrong with it if that's your passion, but you complain about it every day. You say you're bored. You say you're surrounded by idiots. She's quoting me back to myself. Say everyone complains about their job, Clara. It's just venting. She puts her hand on mine. Says, I'm not judging you for being a barista. I'm asking because I see how smart you are. I read those 10 pages you wrote. They were brilliant, but you're wasting your time. Says, I date for the long term, Mark. I'm 31. I'm building a life. I need a partner who is building something too. Pull my hand away. Feel angry now. Say, so I'm not good enough because I don't have a 6-figure salary and a 5-year plan. Say, I thought you liked that I was grounded. Now you want me to be another corporate drone like the people you hate. She stays calm, which makes me angrier. Says being grounded doesn't mean being stagnant. I don't care about the money. I care about the drive. I care about ambition. Says it's attractive when a man has a purpose. Right now, your purpose seems to be waiting for the world to hand you something. Stand up from the table. Say, wow, okay, so I'm lazy, is that it? She sighs, looks tired. Says, I didn't say lazy, I said aimless. And honestly, it's starting to affect how I see us. Asks me if we have kids one day, what do you teach them? That it's okay to just settle for fine. That dreams are things you talk about but never do. That hits hard. Low blow. Tell her she's being an elitist snob. Tell her not everyone wants to grind themselves into dust for a career. Say some of us are happy just living, enjoying the moment. Not everything has to be a project. She looks at me with this sad expression. Says there is a difference between contentment and complacency. You aren't content, Mark. You're hiding. You're afraid to try because if you try and fail, you lose the excuse that you never really tried. Silence in the room is deafening. Grab my jacket. Tell her I need space. Walk out of her fancy apartment, building into the rain. Drive home to my crappy apartment feeling righteous and victimized. Dave is there playing video games. Tell him everything. Dave agrees with me immediately. Says, bro, she's trying to change you. That's toxic. Says, women say they want a nice guy, but then they want you to be a CEO. You can't win. Says, you make great coffee. You're a writer. She should support your art, not pressure you. Feel validated. Dave is right. She's the problem. She's too intense, too focused on success defined by capitalism. Spend the next 3 days ignoring her texts, feeling proud of myself for standing my ground. But the pride feels hollow. Go to work. Look around the shop. Really look at it. See my manager, Steve. Steve is 45, nice guy, but looks exhausted, still renting, complaining about the same things he complained about 5 years ago. See the new hire, 19 years old, full of energy. Realize I'm closer to Steve than the new hire. Make a latte for a customer. Customer doesn't say thank you, just grabs it. Usually I brush it off. Today it annoys me. Realize I've been making the same motion with my wrist to steam milk for 6 years. Muscle memory, zero thought required. Go home and open my laptop. Look at the novel file. Last modified 6 months ago. Read the 10 pages. Clara was right. They are good, but they end mid-sentence. Remember why I stopped. Got to a hard part. Didn't know how to fix it. Decided to take a break. Break lasted half a year. Start thinking about what she said about hiding. You're afraid to try because if you try and fail, you lose the excuse. Sit on my bed and stare at the wall. Flashbacks to college. Dropped out of the honors program because it was too rigid. Truth, I was scared I wasn't the smartest guy in the room anymore. Flashback to the promotion I turned down 2 years ago because I didn't want the stress. Truth, I was scared of failing at managing people. Realize my whole identity of being the chill, intellectual barista is a defense mechanism. It's armor. I protect myself from judgment by not playing the game. But by not playing, I'm losing by default. Clara isn't an elitist. Clara is a woman who knows what she wants and gets it. She saw potential in me and called me out on wasting it. Most people just nod and smile and let you rot. She cared enough to have the uncomfortable conversation. Feel like an absolute idiot. Dave walks in, sees me staring at the wall, says, still mad at the dragon lady. Look at Dave. Love the guy, but he's 30 and borrowing money from his parents for weed. Realize Dave is my future if I don't wake up. Tell Dave she's not a dragon lady. She's right. Dave looks confused, goes back to his room. Spend the next week thinking. Don't text her yet. Want to have something to show, not just words. Dust off the resume. It looks pathetic. Look at master's programs for publishing editing. Always wanted to work in books, not just write them. Find a certificate program at the local university that starts in 2 months. Apply. Spend 3 nights staying up until 4 a.m. writing. Finish the first chapter. Actually finish it. Force myself to look at my finances. It's a disaster, but fixable if I stop buying stupid stuff. Make a budget. Finally, 10 days after the fight. Text Clara. Ask if we can meet for coffee. Not at my shop. Somewhere neutral. She agrees. Meet her at a park bench. She looks guarded. Arms crossed, wearing sunglasses. Sit down next to her. Don't try to touch her yet. Say, I'm sorry. She softens a little, takes off the glasses. Say, I was defensive because you hit a nerve. You held up a mirror and I didn't like what I saw. Tell her about the fear of failure. Tell her about the chill guy, armor. Tell her she isn't a snob. She's just an adult, and I've been playing Peter Pan. Pull out a folder. Show her the application for the publishing program. Show her the finished chapter. Say, I'm not doing this for you. I mean, you kicked my ass into gear, but I'm doing it because I don't want to wake up at 40 and realize I missed my own life. Say, I don't know if I'll be rich or famous, but I promise I won't be stagnant anymore. She looks at the papers, hands trembling slightly, looks up at me, eyes wet, says, I didn't want to change who you are, Mark. I just wanted you to be the best version of who you are. Says, I missed you. We hug, smell her perfume, that expensive sandalwood scent, feel like I'm home. Tells me she was terrified she blew it by being too harsh. Says her friends told her she was being unreasonable and should just accept me as I am. Tell her your friends were wrong. Sometimes love is telling someone they have spinach in their teeth or that they're wasting their potential. We laugh. Fast forward 1 year, still working at the coffee shop, but only part-time, finishing the certificate program next month. Have an internship lined up at a small publishing house. Pay is crap, but it's a step. Novel is halfway done. It's hard work. Some days I want to quit and just play video games with Dave. But I don't. Moved out of Dave's place. Got a small studio apartment. Clara and I are still together. It's not perfect. We argue about money sometimes, or time management. She still intimidates me occasionally with her efficiency. But she respects me, not because of what I have, but because of what I'm doing. Sitting at her place on a Sunday morning, drinking coffee I made. She's reading the paper. I'm editing a manuscript. Look at her. Realize that the body count, or past partners, stuff guys worry about, is trivial compared to this. Compatibility isn't just about liking the same movies or sex. It's about the vector, direction, and magnitude. Are you moving in the same direction? Are you pushing each other forward? She looks up, catches me staring, smiles, asks what? Say nothing. Just glad you didn't let me get away with being a bum. She laughs, says, I saw the diamond in the rough, just needed a little polishing. Says, now get back to work. That chapter isn't going to fix itself. Roll my eyes, but I smile. Type the next sentence. Feels good to be building something real. Feels good to be awake. The coffee shop fantasy was just that, a fantasy. Reality is harder, but the coffee tastes better when you earn it.